All right, guys, the train is coming across the bridge. You can see we are trekking in this snow. This is all still deep snow. You can see my boots. It's like pretty deep. But the train is coming, and you can see we're trudging through all of this to get you there. Hold on just a sec. I'm here with my kid too, so trying to get him across all this ice as well. But there was just a whole bunch of ice that broke free just upriver, and it might be coming down here. So we're going to check it out and hopefully catch the train right as it crosses this bridge. Okay, we're getting close to the river. We're getting close. I don't know if you guys can hear the train, but it was honking its horn quite loudly just a few minutes ago. So it's getting close. Right now, it should be going around the loop to get up to the bridge. There's the railroad bridge. And here is the river. Oh yes, this is awesome. It is moving, guys. There are chunks that are moving. You can hear it slushing through. So all of this is just sand and silt. So it's totally safe to walk on. I might just pop down there real quick, but over here, let me zoom in a bit. There is some massive ice chunks that all got gummed up right there. They were just breaking free just a few minutes ago, and they all kind of jammed up on each other right there, but it looks like it stopped. I was hoping to get down here to see if it was going to keep pushing the ice underneath the railroad bridge, but it didn't make it that far. So looks like it's stopped for now. I can hear the train coming up though. So, some fun facts. I'll tell you guys, really, the best person for all the really cool facts is Rebecca Troxel. She's the one that created this page and has been managing it for 7 years. But she moved out of state, and so you've got me and a few other people as boots on the ground, but she knows so much really cool stuff. The cool thing is that the same people who made this bridge also made the Empire State Building. And here is the train! Woo woo! That was pretty awesome. Okay, so here we are underneath the railroad bridge. Okay, so you can hear me. I was wondering, because man, that was way louder than any of the wind. So I figured I better just not talk for that section. But okay, so we are underneath the railroad bridge. There is a patch of open water that has actually grown since this morning. This morning, I think it was 2 separate patches, and it looks like they've just joined up now. Right up river of the railroad bridge is this massive damming of the ice where all these chunks keep pushing, but then they get stopped up. So clearly the ice is not soft enough yet for it to come plowing all the way through. So that's really what we're waiting for, is all of this ice to turn soft enough so that the ice chunks can push it really powerfully. So the tripod, you cannot see it in this video, but it's around this bend right here. You can see the white highway bridge. That the tripod is between this bridge and the railroad bridge. So again, you cannot see the tripod from this vantage point, but this is upriver. So this is really exciting that there is this much open water up here. And I'll tell you what, since it's 52 degrees, it has been melting pretty fast. I mean, maybe not super, super fast, but it has changed a lot just since this morning. I was out here at 11:33, and it's just after 5 o'clock. So that's what, almost 6 hours. 6 hours, and it has really opened up a lot upriver. Yes, my littles are out here and they absolutely love it. They are all over this sand and all the mud. So, yeah, I actually learned from Rebecca Troxel today that the steel company that manufactured the steel for this bridge also manufactured the steel for the Empire State Building. And at some point, Rebecca and I are going to get on a Facebook Live together so we can give you all sorts of these really, really cool facts that she just has stored up in her brain. It's pretty awesome. So, yeah, fun fact about the railroad bridge. So just to let you guys know as well, we have created a brand spanking new YouTube channel. We posted about it a little bit earlier today so that we can be able to give more live updates in more places to more people. So that is our huge goal right now, is to get as many subscribers on that channel so that we can start to qualify for live updates on YouTube. Then we can start broadcasting straight from there all across the world, even to people who aren't on the fan page, and have an archive of videos for people to see there. So if you head over to YouTube, there is a link in the previous post. If you scroll through the posts on the fan page, then there's one with the link to the channel. But you could also just go straight to YouTube and look up Nenana Ice Classic fan page and subscribe to that channel. We need at least 1,000 followers or subscribers in order to even qualify to do live updates from our mobile device. So for now, we're going to be updating just on the Facebook page, but it would super help us out to start growing that channel. So here we are. Again, this is upriver, so there's the highway bridge, and all of this is still pretty frozen. We're waiting for it to rot out enough so that the pressure upstream with all those ice chunks flowing down will be able to push the ice out and crumble it away. There still hasn't been much breakup downriver either, and that's a huge factor, because if there isn't much breakup downriver below the tripod, then it has nowhere for it to go. So that's a critical factor in getting the tripod moving is having things open up downriver as well. The name of the YouTube channel is Nenana Ice Classic fan page. And right now there's only one video on it, but we will be working over the next few days to get plenty more videos uploaded, including each of these updates. And hopefully, I mean, it would be super awesome if we could get it all set up in time to do a live update of whenever it goes out. But in order to do that, we need 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch time hours from all the subscribers. So, any time you spend on YouTube would help us reach that goal so that we can do live updates on YouTube as well. So, let me see if I can zoom in. You can see a few white dots. Those are ice chunks floating down the river, and each one of those rams into this ice jam, and hopefully each one of them gives it a little stronger of a push to open up downriver. But it is super fun just to see those chunks float downriver. This was not here this morning, so all of these ice chunks have just formed in the last few hours. It used to just be a spot of open water that was a little further upriver, and it has now, there has been enough coming downriver that it's pushed the ice chunks up this far. So there's been significant movement. There we go. I'll zoom in over on this open water patch as well. You can see that some chunks are making it through. So what happens is a lot of the chunks, sometimes when they hit that big dam, they'll submerge under the ice and then pop up in these openings later downriver. So it's pretty cool. You can still see some of it moving downriver as it goes underneath the ice and then pops up in the open spots. And it'll be really neat to see if downriver things start to open up. It's not forecasted to drop below freezing tonight, so this melt will continue throughout the night, and I suspect things will look very different in the morning. Thank you so much, Pam! Thanks for dropping that link. That makes it super easy for the viewers to catch the channel right here and there. I can't do that right when I'm on a Facebook Live because I've got to stay focused on the camera. So I super appreciate that, Pam. Ooh, there are some bigger chunks up here. You see that, guys? Look at that. That is so fun. I love watching those big chunks. Ooh, wow, there's more. There's more coming down. Okay, so I'm actually gonna walk upriver a little bit. Sorry, it'll kind of get a little bit bumpy for a while, but I want to catch this for you. Because it looks like there's more and more that's coming down river, and I want to get up a little closer for all of you on here. So you can see I'm now walking on the mud. Ooh! It is very, very soft mud right now. And don't worry, I'm not stepping into the river or anything. This is just the very silty, very muddy riverbank. Okay. Let's see. Oh, we got a question. Is the lemonade stand open? It is not open yet, but it will be open this summer. Yep, so you can make it back to Nenana to stop at the lemonade stand. Okay, so here we go. There is a whole bunch of chunks floating down the river. Oh, awesome. Okay, so Rebecca, if that's you, I think you can join if you get onto your personal profile and then request to be added to the video. Then from your personal profile, we can both be on here. It is getting really, really sticky, this mud. But upriver, there's still big chunks coming. They're like bigger and bigger chunks. So this is good. That means a lot is breaking free, and the more chunks that come down, the more pressure it puts on the rest of the rotting ice. Okay, let me see. Sorry, I'm concentrating on walking here. Might not be the most exciting or the best stable view, but definitely want to watch my step while I'm down here. So there's some pretty quick flow. You can see the current right there. And for anyone who is concerned, yes, I am being extremely careful. There is still quite a buffer of mud between me and the river, so don't worry. I'm not going anywhere close to the river flow. But you can actually hear the strong current now that I'm down close to the river. And you can see how strong the flow is. So it's definitely open water, and more is coming down. There you go. Okay, we're getting Rebecca Troxel on here. Oh, this is so exciting. Okay, I hope it works. Okay. Oh, hold on. It didn't quite work. Thanks for being patient, everyone. This is my first time doing a combined Facebook Live, so we'll see if we can get her on here. Can you try that again, Rebecca? Yeah, more and more floating down. This is good. That means so much more is breaking free. The chunks just keep on coming. It just sounds so beautiful. This flowing water is so peaceful. I love it down here. Oh, again, it failed to have Rebecca join. Okay, well, we'll figure this out. We'll both get on here at some point. Oh, are you on up and down, like landscape view or profile view, Rebecca? Because I am on landscape, so it might need you to be landscape as well. as long as our phones are the same direction, I think that's what it's asking us to do. All right, so for anyone new who is just joining us, we are upriver. I'm actually right, almost directly underneath the railroad bridge, but there's the highway bridge, and the tripod you cannot, oh, actually it is visible from this vantage point, but really, really not visible on the camera. So it's right about there. You can see my littles playing on the shore. The tripod is about right there between the highway bridge and this railroad bridge. And so because not much is open down there, there isn't a lot of action. And so up here is where all the action is happening. This is where the open water is basically is ending, so to speak. Well, this keeps going down, but it ends about right there. So it hasn't gone far enough to reach the tripod yet. And this huge section of open water up there, it's all open upriver now. So there's been a lot of flow, both water and ice, and it just kind of stops about here. You can see this big ice dam. That's where it's all been stopping. And just a little earlier, there was quite a bit of movement, and it looked like it was going to push some of this ice out. It did make it several feet, but it got stuck again. So it didn't make it as far as I was hoping. I was thinking that it was going to keep plowing through and even make it past this railroad bridge, but it stopped. So we'll have to keep watching to see if any more gets broken up. Oh, but there is a huge chunk right there. There's a little bit of ice action. It's really awesome when chunks hit the edge and slough part of it away, as well as if ice chunks crash into each other. It is super fun to watch. Okay. Okay, so let me see. Okay. Yes, Rebecca, I'm trying to add you. We'll see if that works, if it works from my end. Do you see the button, Rebecca? It says I'm trying to add you, so hopefully somewhere on there it says to accept. There we go. Again, over here, there's this open patch that's right underneath the bridge. You can see some small ice chunks floating in there. Those are most likely pieces that have submerged under the ice and then pop up. They pop up in any of these open water spaces anywhere on the river. So it's really cool to watch those open spaces. There's just a lot of random chunks that end up in there. And then they just submerge on the other side and keep flowing downriver. Okay. So again, ooh, okay, can you see that out there? There's some big chunks that are moving and they just kind of beach themselves up on this ice bank. Yep, those chunks stopped. We'll see if we get anything else that comes floating down the river. Okay. Let's see if we can add Rebecca again. Here we go. I can try to zoom in and see if it'll catch the tripod. No, not really. It's right, let me see if I can show with my finger. It's like right there, but it's really hard to see on the camera. Welcome from Ketchikan. Nice. Yeah, you can let us know where you're watching from. It is super fun to see where everyone is tuning in from. We had someone on here earlier from the UK. Any other people international right now? There's Arizona, Cincinnati, Wasilla. How fun. Yeah, keep them coming. Big Lake. Nice. Anchorage, South Dakota, Fairbanks. We got Rebecca!
We did it! I can't believe it, Amy. That's amazing.
This is so exciting that you get to be here with us.
Oh my goodness, here I am, just a, old lady with a cell phone. I don't even know where the camera is on this that I can look at you guys. And here I am, we found Amy and she's putting us out on YouTube and she's getting us connected. And we're just going to have a great time with Amy there. So thank you, Amy, so much for being at the river with us.
Oh, you're so welcome. I'm glad this is working out.
Woohoo! That ice is moving.
Yeah. Yep. So this has all happened today because earlier when I came out
Right.
here, it was just flowing open water right up there, but all of this has opened up since then. And none of these
Yes.
ice chunks were here earlier today.
So are they all just piling up there or any sliding under the other pieces?
I haven't seen much sliding. It looks like they're mostly just backing up.
Mm-hmm.
Although right before I started this live, there was this whole section up here. It actually used to be right about there.
Uh-huh.
And there was an open section down here. And so basically this whole section just moved and then crashed and stopped all over again. So,
Right.
right at this tip down here, um, it, I was, I was hoping that it would push it a little bit further, but that's about as far as
Mm-hmm.
it made it. It was kind of plowing through the for a while as it was all shoving up together. So,
Amy, in the spring, when I see that
yeah,
river start running again at full speed, it just amazes me how fast it goes.
yeah, it's true. The flow is very swift, and you can already start to see that. This was not flowing very fast this morning, so it's definitely picked up. I mean, of
No,
course,
not at all.
underneath the ice, the current is the speed, but as far as up on the surface, it did not look this fast this morning. So it's for sure opening up. There's spaces that are creating like places for this water to go, and it is picking up. So yeah, I don't know if you can see, I think it disabled my zoom feature since we have both of us on here, but out here this water is still. So you can see that
Right.
this
Okay.
up here, this thing like a
Well,
pretty swift current, but down
yeah.
here it just kind of stops dead.
Well, you know what's happening is
Yep.
all of that current is going to the
So,
far side of the river. Once it comes around the corner, when it goes underneath the railroad bridge, it hits the far side of the river. So what's going to happen is it's probably going to start eating away farther across than what we can actually see. Because, you know, we don't realize when we're standing there that that
mm,
river is 900 feet across, right? So there's 2/3 of the river
yeah,
beyond what we can really see. So if you were like up on the bridge,
yeah,
driving across the bridge, you could get a really good picture of what's going on. Be careful though doing that. Or, you know, if you can walk around up there, maybe on that island right at the edge of the bridges up there, you can get some good pictures up there. Or hey, if you know anybody with a drone,
yeah.
that would
Actually,
sure
that
be
would be.
fun.
Hey, well, my husband happens to own a drone,
No way!
so we'll
That's
see.
so
Yeah, no,
cool.
I I'll see if we can get some drone footage later tonight when he gets home from work, because that would be super
Yeah, that
awesome
would
to
be
see what's
awesome.
going on downriver.
Yes, that would be great. You know, if you guys could go on the end of the highway bridge where the pullout is on the north side, you guys could stand up there and fly your drone out that
Uh-huh.
way, and then you could see what's going on past the bridge. That would be
Yeah,
nice.
that would be epic. Super cool. Yeah. So, Rebecca, why don't you tell them
Nice.
what you were telling me earlier about this bridge? I hope I didn't botch any of the facts.
Well, it's okay if you did. So this bridge is called the Mears Memorial Bridge. It's the railroad bridge. And it was built and finished in 1923. And Amy, I don't know if you know this, but you're standing right there. If you go back to that post you were just showing, up at the top of that post is the date that the
Over here.
bridge was finished, and it's engraved in the stone. Can you see it? So
Let me see.
the people that built this bridge,
Oh, up at the top. Okay, yep.
the company was called the American Steel Company, and that company is most famous for building the Empire State Building. What? Nenana has something in common with the Empire State Building. That's really
Yep.
awesome, in my opinion. This bridge is a fabulous bridge. Um, it is, I can't remember what kind of bridge it is. I could Google it, but it is really one of the longest of its kind, you know, and it's a really important bridge because it connected the railroad not only, well, from Anchorage all the way up into Fairbanks. And then this bridge became the main crossing of the river. Before that, it had been a ferry. So then this railroad bridge became the main cross, and it was not only cars went across it, but people walked across it. And then when they put in the highway bridge in 1971, that was the George Parks Highway that was finished, then this became only the railroad bridge. And the reason it's called the George Parks Highway is it's named after a man named George Parks, who was the governor of Alaska. And I knew him when I was a little girl, so that's pretty cool.
That is really cool. I
I'm
didn't
just
know
full of
that
info.
that was named after one of our governors. I
Yeah.
know, that's why I love to hear you talk, because you talk all these amazing gems. But to find that date, if you can see up there, it says August 12th, 1922. So we are coming up on the 100th anniversary of this bridge right here.
That is amazing. I didn't know that. Woo!
I didn't know that either. That's really cool that you told me how to find the date.
Yeah. Hey, you
So
guys should do that.
here we go,
About
back to
something
the
about
river.
that in
Ooh,
Nenana this summer with the visitor center or something.
that would be cool.
Oh wait, that'd be next summer.
Wow, there are
Yeah.
some massive. You see those?
Yeah, look at that.
Let's see if it pushes anything. I love it. Woo.
Oh my goodness. Oh, you can just see it move.
Let's see. Oh, yeah, I love this part. Whenever those collisions happen, that is some of the most exciting parts to watch. There are more and more chunks coming down here, guys. That means stuff is
It's
coming
that
loose
ice from the
upriver,
Cheetah
and the
River
more
that's
that
gotten
comes
pushed
loose,
down.
yeah, that is so good because the more pressure that can be put on this ice, the better. That will just move it.
Yeah. Because you see where that this place where the tripod is located is it's kind of the middle of an S curve, right? Because when the river comes around, it starts at the airport and then comes around this curve to the bridge, and then it goes under the other bridge, and then it curves around the other direction from where it came in. So it's not just a straight shoot. You have to kind of
Yeah.
build up pressure to kind of flush everything through there, you know?
Mhm.
And they're pretty
Yeah,
sharp
that's a good
turns in the
point. I
river.
didn't
They're
think
like
about that.
45-degree turns.
Right. Right. There is quite a bit that has to break up to really push all this out.
Hmm. So I don't know how far that
It
is in
looks like
actuality,
some of
but
the
I would imagine that that part of the river there is probably a quarter of a mile at least between those turns.
yeah, I'm so not good with directions. I mean, like with estimates, but probably about right.
Hmm.
So yeah, there are these chunks that are floating down, and some of them are submerging. It looks like, but most of them are just damming up right here.
Hmm.
Hey,
So when they go
Jen, it's
under
so
right
good to
there,
see you on
what they're going to
here.
do is they're going to travel under the ice. So what those big pieces are going to do is they're going to travel under the ice and grind underneath the ice until they pop up, probably headed down that slough on the other side of the river. But while they're going there, they're grinding up all the
Mhm.
ice underneath.
Yeah, so every bit helps.
Absolutely. I'm having so much fun watching this with you. I feel like I'm sitting. Okay, so I'm sitting in my
Yeah,
car,
thanks
right?
for
Because I tried to sit outside and the wind is blowing and the wind chime is going and then Bill's watching TV, so I can't sit in there. And so I came out and I sat in my car. So it's really funny because I spent hours in this car watching the river. So here I am watching the river with you, but it's just on my phone. So it's kind of fun. It's a lot of fun.
and in the same car, is it the same?
Yes. I don't know. We had some name
That's
for it.
awesome. Well, I remember,
I don't know.
sorry, we
I
keep
got
talking on
stuck
top of
quite
each
a
other.
few
There must
times. You
be a
remember?
10-second delay. Yeah, well, I remember when we were
Yeah, I got stuck in this
on
car a few
the
times.
riverbank of uh, sorry, could you hear me now? It's like an awkward delay.
Yeah, go.
Okay, I was gonna say it was super, super fun. I think the first time we were out on the river edge together, was it 2020 when we were watching the Nenana breakup and you were doing the live, and that was so much fun. So I feel like we get to
Yes.
relive a little bit of that moment on the riverbank together again. Ooh, there is some crashing going on over
Yeah.
there. I know it is so hard to this far point, but it is definitely crashing over there. There's some submersion going on and some shoving going on. Yeah, this is exciting.
So, do you have anybody that you know that's down keeping tabs on the tripod?
Well, I don't know who is down there currently, but there's always a watchman that's keeping 24/7 watch down there. I saw Olaf down there earlier today as well. And of course,
Nice.
Sherry and Megan were making their rounds. But yeah, I actually can't see who is down there right now. They're just around the corner.
Yeah. So, do you think you could walk all the way down there on the riverbank, or is there a big crater there with a river in it that you can't get across?
Um, I think it could be possible. Up on the high ridge right there. Let's see what we can do.
Oh, yeah?
Because we've
Yep.
yeah, we've
Okay,
got most of
great.
the action up here. Of course, there's still gonna be more. Of course, there's still going to be more coming downriver, but that's the status up here. Let's see how far we can make it downriver.
Yeah.
Of course, my kids
Be
might not
careful,
want
though.
to.
That stuff can be
They're
pretty
having
gushy.
way too much. And yep, that's what I had experienced earlier. Let's see, where do I go? Okay. Again, forgive me. I am concentrating on walking right now, so it may not be the best.
Hey, I always said I was just a lady out there with the cell phone, that's what you get, right?
Yep, this is raw, real footage from local Nenanans.
Right.
All
And so many
the
people
local
would ask
kids
me, how come
too.
you don't get a tripod? Why don't you get a tripod? But um, it's too exciting to have your camera stuck on the tripod. Like, how can you whip around if your camera's stuck on one place in the river?
Yep, yep. Hey kiddos, we're gonna see how far downriver we can go. We're gonna see if we can make it to the tripod. Hey, come with me. Let's come up here because I don't think we'll be able to make it on dry ground down there.
Yeah. Are the mosquitoes bothering you tonight?
Nope, no mosquitoes. Thankfully, I think the wind helps with that.
Yeah, you
Ooh,
sound really
hey, look at
good.
this. There is some shoving going on. That open water just got bigger,
Nice.
probably about 10 feet.
Woohoo!
Yeah, oh man, that's the most exciting part. Okay, so I know you can't really see this on the camera either, but right here is another patch of open water, and I bet you anything it won't take long before these two patches join up because
Right,
right here
because
is really slushy.
yeah. And one of those big pieces is going to slide underneath from up a stream, and it's going to come right underneath and pop up through there.
Yeah, I bet so.
Oh, that's exciting. It might go tonight.
Okay,
Don't you guys still have like 4 hours of daylight left?
let's see, what time is it? Is it close to 6 now? I don't even know how long I've been on here. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. No, it's light until 11:30, 12-ish. So
Okay. Okay. So see,
we've
you
still
still
got
have
at
a
least
lot of time tonight that it's going to be warm and still be having the sun warmth on it, you know?
right, right. There's definitely going to be a lot of erosion happening throughout the night. So really,
Mm.
at this point, it can happen.
Yeah,
Hey,
yeah.
kiddos, come up here. We're gonna get to the tripod. Okay.
Oh, that fun. You know that bridge that you're looking at down there, the highway bridge is the Veterans Honor Bridge, and that it honors all of the Native Alaskan veterans that have served in the military, and it's right there, that bridge. And there's another little statue down at the bottom by the Taku boat that's down there. I think is what it's called. No, chief. I don't know. Taku Chief. Yes. That boat that's down there has a little statue of a little guy that also is a little bronze statue that's recognizing that the service of the Native Alaskans.
Yeah, that's awesome. Okay, we're
And there's
waiting for
also
Kenna.
another little bridge over there. And that one is the Mary Dementif Memorial Bridge. She was an Athabascan elder and activist. And so there's actually two bridges over there. The big one goes from the Nenana side to an island, and then the little one goes from the island to the other side of the river.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. You've got so many awesome little tidbits of information.
Oh, I asked lots of questions.
Best way to learn. So, by the way, anyone who's on here, if you've got questions, let us hear them. Well, see them, I guess. Type them out. We'll see if we can catch them on the thread, and we'll answer your questions.
Oh, look, your boyo, he's way up there. That's awesome.
I would be right there with him, except I'm waiting for the other one to tag along. He's still in the mud pile.
Oh, don't let him get stuck in that muck.
Yeah, he's just mostly having too much fun getting his
Oh,
feet
good.
dirty.
We've lost shoes and that kind of stuff.
Yeah, very easily lost shoes. Hey, come up here, buddy. Oh, yeah, he's grabbing his shoes. So that's good to know that they weren't lost in the mud. Up here. I'll help you. Oh, I just saw the second mosquito. Woo!
Sorry, I dropped my phone.
That's okay. All right.
Oh, it's totally normal. It happens.
Well, this is, like we said, this is real raw footage. Nothing spectacular, just a family on the riverbank and our awesome friend who knows all this awesome stuff. And we're just having a chat and walking on the riverbank. Okay. Let's see how far down we can get.
You know, it always surprises me when I go down on the riverbank there, how every time I went to the riverbank, it was different. Like there, in the summertime, there is some current that goes through there and some kind of tide that makes the riverbank change every day. Like it's amazing. It can be totally different, not like a little different slope on the beach. What I get here, I mean, like 4 feet of the bank is gone.
No. Right, it really changes a lot. So this high spot is generally where the edge of the river can come up to, but all of these mud flats, it totally comes and goes. It is very, very different all the time.
So the clock hasn't stopped yet. We're kind of upriver from the tripod. The tripod is between us and that bridge that we're looking at. And we're kind of up in this spot because this is where there's really some ice movement going on and there's some open water. Down there at the tripod, things are just kind of stuck there. So that's why we're not down there right now. But no, the clock hasn't stopped. We're just waiting for it like everybody else, right? Can you believe we sit here watching the ice melt? Now, okay, I'm no longer the one watching the ice melt, okay? I'm the one watching the ice melt. That's just crazy.
Yeah. Yeah, but seriously, that is one of the best pastimes here in Nenana. the most exciting thing that goes on here in the spring is watching the ice. And you know what? It may sound kind of tedious or boring, but it is so amazing. It is really majestic. To me, there's nothing like witnessing that ice crash into each other and hearing the sounds and seeing the movement. It's pure nature at its finest.
Yes. Oh, and it's, when I'm looking at you here, I'm looking at you on a little 2x2 screen, right? And it is so big. And
Yeah.
when those pieces start coming down the river and they start crashing into each other, right? It's like school bus sized pieces of ice now. It's not ice cubes, right?
Yep. Yeah, it's massive. And it's really hard to capture the sheer scope of it all. But it's
Right.
it's really, really amazing to watch it.
Oh,
So
I just
you can
love
see how
that
far
bridge
we've made
so much.
it. Yeah, it is definitely one of the icons of Nenana. So yeah, this is how far we've come. We were just underneath that bridge, and here we are over here. And you still can't really see the tripod very clearly in the footage yet, but we're getting closer.
Yeah, but the tripod is like right there in the bumps of the bridge, right? Between you and the bridge. It's right there where the bumps are.
Yeah, so if I can, you can see it. Oh, sorry. It goes out of focus when I put my finger in there, but it's like right there. And it's still tipped
Yep.
over. Doesn't look like anything has moved since the last time it was over there.
Yeah, I
All
just
right,
posted on the fan
let's see
page a
how close
picture
we
of
can get.
like the last 5 hour difference.
Ooh,
And it's not really that much of a
that's got to
difference,
be an
except you
awesome photo.
see how the ice is kind of compacting together.
Okay. Yeah,
Oh my gosh, look how far
really,
they went down
honestly,
there.
most of the,
Woo!
yeah, they're so far ahead of me. But they're still totally on the mud flat, so not even close to where the river is running. It is chilly though, I'll tell you. This wind is giving me the chills. Sorry if it's too shaky. Okay, oops, let's see. Gotta get across here. Let's try this way.
Yeah, it's still pretty mushy up there too, huh? Isn't it? Ugh, look at that.
Hmm. Yep. Actually, thankfully, this is now dry, very hard, stable ground. We got out of the mushy part, but you can see down there is super, super mushy stuff.
Oh
All right.
yeah.
So, yep, we are getting closer and closer. And so we may have had a lot of people cycling through here, either new ones or ones that maybe didn't catch us at the very beginning, but we were sharing about the YouTube channel that is brand spanking new. And our goal is to be able to get enough subscribers and enough watch hours that we can start doing live updates on YouTube. Oh, look at this. This is kind of cool. It's like some of the melt from all this water, and it's just kind of, it has this waterfall right here.
It makes a
This huge
canyon.
chasm. Yeah, so that's kind of cool. You get to see
That's awesome. Those are
what
so
the
fun to play
live,
in.
Yep. Let's see, hop over that. Go down river. Oh, there we go.
Hey, Amy, what's that weird pinwheel looking
Tripod
thing?
is hanging up. That is a fish wheel. That is one of the great ways to catch fish. This one, of course, is broken, though. It's just up on shore. It's a rundown fish wheel. But that can usually sit in the river and scoop up fish.
That's right.
Wow. There is
No
a huge
manpower required. It
open
is,
spot.
I can see things moving out there. I see little white spots moving.
Yeah, that is. Yep, it is definitely eroding away because it was not that big of a section earlier today. That is just massive.
Wow. Ugh. If I was there, I don't think I'd leave the river tonight. Not until it was past dark. Then I might stay a little longer.
I know, it is. Yeah. Just be up all night watching the river.
You know, there
Seriously,
were
there's
nights I sat down
probably
there
going to
and
be a
people came
lot
and
of
brought me
changes.
coffee, and it was so nice.
Oh, well, you are definitely loved, and we miss you here.
I know.
Right there. Tipped over as sleepy as sleepy. Thanks, Barry. He says this footage is better than every reality TV show about Alaska that has ever aired. Oh, you're the best. Well, this is as real as it gets, Colt.
Hey, Barry, tell us a joke. Barry, tell us a joke. I like the one about Sunday school. You told that one earlier.
Did you get... Honestly, I really wish more of the reality TV shows were this raw. So many of them are just staged or just cut all the real stuff out. But, yep, this is real life Indiana. Like, seriously, the most exciting thing that happens every spring. Just right here on the river. Woo.
Yeah. Hey, Amy, you're moving the camera a little too fast.
Okay, good to know. Do you want me to do that sweep again, slower?
Yes, but slower, slower. There you go.
Okay. Thanks for coaching me through this.
Well, you know, it was all tricks I learned, and people were like, "You're making me sick. Slow down."
Yeah, there's nothing like live feedback. Yeah, so we super appreciate all you fans out there and your questions, your comments, and support and feedback. It all helps to make this better and figure out how to get you guys the most updated and current exciting information. Yeah,
Well,
you're welcome,
you know,
Melanie. She said, thanks for walking so far up to me.
I had somebody ask me today what makes the Ice Classic so interesting. And my answer was when you find out the details about it and why it acts the way it does, it becomes the most interesting thing that happens in the springtime. How can it not be interesting? I mean, we're cutting a
Right.
rope with a cleaver, and at the end of the cleaver is a box of rocks, and all of this over watching ice melt? Come on now. How could this not be the most exciting thing ever?
I agree. It's really those details that make it liven up, and it just brings life to this whole thing.
Amy,
I
I have
don't
to
know if
ask
you have
you,
mentioned this at all, but oh, go ahead. Yeah.
have you watched the documentary Classic?
That is so funny because that is exactly what I was going to say. That it was really watching that documentary. It's called Classic, just like Rebecca said, and that made the Ice Classic come to life for me. I mean, seriously, it was fun to watch before, but it has taken on a whole different level of excitement and meaning to me. So,
Okay,
yeah,
so Amy,
definitely recommend that
exciting
documentary.
news. Exciting news. Everybody can watch the documentary free. Okay, so if you go on your streaming device and you find Tubi TV, it's called TUBI. You get Tubi TV and you download it
That's
and you
right.
go under Classic is what it's called, Classic, and you can watch it free on Tubi television. I mean, it's going to be the best 2 hours you're going to spend in the last 6 months. You're going to love it. And the best part about it is after the credits. Don't turn it off before the credits roll because you're going to miss Miles. I mean, what else can we say? Let the credits roll.
Amen. I will echo that. That last section is absolutely the best part. My husband and I crack up every time we see that part after the credits.
Yep. And I love that
Yeah.
that movie has
If
a
there's any
large I love that it has a large cast of characters because it's not just about Sherry the manager and it's not just about Dennis who's working in the watchtower and it's not just about the people doing the tickets. It's like everybody involved in this gets a spot and that's what I like about it.
right, it does such an excellent job at capturing the essence and the quirks of everything Ice Classic and a
Yep.
lot of Nenana. Like it just really shows the character of Nenana so well. And that is another example of a really well done documentary. I mean, we're talking about reality TV shows here. That documentary is so true to life, which is pretty rare for actual movies or shows, right? So much gets
Yeah.
edited out that it makes it like, no, that's not really how. But I'll tell you, that documentary, every bit of it is as accurate as you're gonna get.
It's excellent. Yes. And I've kind of been
So
over the last
definitely,
7 years that I've had this fan page, I've kind of been waiting for the world to discover this because when I found out about the Nenana Ice Classic, I was like, the world needs to know. We need to tell everybody about this. So I'm really excited that people are finding out about this.
right. Well, that's what we hope to do with the YouTube channel to bring it to a whole different group of audience members and just keep growing this fan page, get the word out, have people watch the documentary. And this is all, different segments of people. Like this is definitely not all done by us. That documentary was done independently by a guy who just really loved the story and actually, there's more to that story there, which I'm blanking on the details right now, but my husband would know. Um,
His name
it's
is Tim
really cool
Kaminsky.
how Nenana Ice Classic. Right, right, and it just really captures people's hearts, and it's it's so fun to participate and to watch. And yeah, there's all sorts of attention coming to Nenana Ice Classic. So keep inviting friends, tell them about it, get them on the lives or the YouTube channel. You can invite them over to watch the documentary and eat popcorn tonight. Like, seriously, that would be the best evening activity tonight, to watch that before the tripod goes out sometime over the next couple days, because it would give you all of the really awesome insider information about how all this works.
Yeah. So what's going on out there with that big hole?
Well, I don't see any chunks right now. It's pretty calm. So you can also see that this flow is pretty slow, not like the fast current that it was upriver. It's nice and slow, just steady, but it for sure is chipping away at the ice, because this is bigger than it was earlier today. When I drove upriver earlier today, a lot of this was flowing and open. It still just kind of looked like standing water, and now it's for sure flowing water. So that's good. So the question is water or ice moving around the tripod? So I'm far enough away that I can't see what's going on directly around the tripod right now, but I will say that earlier up on the dock, there was water flowing around it. So yeah, it's kind of a wild card to know what's going to happen with that tripod, because there is open water right next to it, but there's just nowhere for the tripod to go.
Right.
So right now, most of the action is happening upriver, and my kids are just having a blast out here in the mud.
We used to come home so dirty. I would just have to keep like garbage bags in the car and be like, get in the garbage bag and we'll get home and get our clothes off so the car wouldn't just get nasty.
Yes. Yep, that's what I'm thinking right now. How am I going to get these kids home without gooping up the car? They are having time of their lives.
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah, again, right here, that open spot, that huge open patch, right now there's not much coming through. It's just still open water. But it's definitely flowing. Yeah, it is
nice.
cold, huh? Especially since you guys got wet in the mud. The mud is hot, huh? I bet it's a lot warmer than the cold water.
Yeah, because it's probably sat in the sun.
Mm-hmm.
Slow down, you're making me sick.
Thanks for the reminder. But it is getting a bit shivery, so I might need to end this soon so I can warm up.
Yeah, sometimes I'd give up and go sit in the car for half an hour.
Yeah. But there you are, folks. That's
right.
We'll go back, I promise. All right, sounds like it's time for us to go.
All right. Goodbye. You guys have a great evening. Thank you so much for doing a live video. I'm sure you'll jump back on if anything really exciting happens.
Yep, we will keep an eye on this river and see what happens overnight and in the morning. First thing for sure, we'll be out here to give an update. So,
all right.
There you go. Good night, everyone.
All right. Good luck. We hope
Bye.
every single one of you wins. Ha ha ha. Bye.
Bye.